Welcome back, everybody, to Random Encounters Guild. We're back this evening with more Kinless. It's been a few weeks, not longer. We finished up our alien game, and then I ran Conan, the Hyborian Age, last week. And we're getting ready to ramp up our Traveler game. I've been working on overlays for that, getting that going. But we didn't have anything on the schedule for this evening, so I thought I would take the opportunity to check back in with Einar and see what's going on. Who's that? Sorry. I just saw it on the camera. So where we last left off, we had made our way back north into the cold region and had some encounters. We fought a bear. We surprised it. We came up behind it and surprised it and got the jump on it, but we fought and killed a large brown bear. We've got all kinds of meat and hides that we can sell if we ever find that merchant again. We're at 18 hit points out of 19, which is our total. We're currently at 1 point of fatigue, it looks like. Been long enough, I'm not sure why we have that, but I think that will go down. We're doing our evening. Where we left off, we did one of the special encounters where Einar found a squirrel, what appeared to be a squirrel, up in top of a tree, and he climbed up the tree and tried to grab it, and he missed and fell, and he heard laughter, and the squirrel ran away. So we're not exactly sure what that creature was, but it wasn't just a normal squirrel. And like, we went through just for fun, I went to see what would happen if we had caught it, and it was actually pretty interesting. There's a lot of cool stuff for it had we caught it, but the dice had a different story to tell. We didn't catch it, and not only that, but we slipped and missed the branch. But after that, we decided to bed down for the night. So we did not roll our nighttime encounters. So let's go ahead roll that. Roll a d20. I'm gonna roll my bloodstone boulder from Horse Foundry. That is a 5, which is a badger. I don't think we're gonna fool with that. We're just gonna let the badger move along. He's just coming to check out the fire. We're not gonna get too much for fighting a badger. 2 meals and his fur is 2 silver pieces, so not really worth going through the trouble of rolling dice for it, but moves and stuff. So okay, so that means we go through the night and we wake up the next morning and we get to decide what we're going to do, if we're going to move to a new or well, where we're going to move to. I'm assuming we're not going to just sit here. So let's go over to the map. Once again, we're using Alchemy VTT for our visuals here in the map. I don't have. I was saying someone was in comments on YouTube asking what we were using, and this is Alchemy VTT, but I didn't load up the rule set or character sheets. I have the board rule set into it, but I didn't like upload all the Kinless information or the character sheet or anything. I'm literally just using it for the maps, for the visual, for the stream. But it is nice to have it here where I can access it and see where we're at. So where we left off, we were in 135 right here. So we followed the river up and then started headed back east, because we're trying to avoid headed north at this point. That we decided that this is where our village was, and we don't want to get too close to that. We don't feel like we're ready to go face the Jarl yet. We've got a few more adventures we can get into, a few more things we can look into trying to upgrade before we try to sneak back into our village and get our revenge. So like I said, we were headed east, so that would have us going to 126, 144, or 153. But we could head north. We could get across this river, and like the village is up here. So we could explore the western side of the map a bit, and see what we can find over there. We literally haven't touched any of that map. We've kind of been focused on this area. We got over into these mountains and fought the rune bear, and we got down here in the deep woods. We didn't get down here in the swamps. But that would take us days and days to get down there, unless we just fast-tracked and skipped all of this to get down there, which we could do, but kind of takes away from it. But we could make our way back west here and explore this side of the map. That might be pretty cool, instead of headed back towards the mountains. I feel like Einar would know this general area, and that's kind of why he's been kind of staying to this general area, because it's close enough to the village that he would have explored this area at some point. But yeah, we could make our way over here to the 134, and then looks like 124 would be the narrowest crossing there. We could get over to 133 and start exploring this little section of the map. That might be kind of cool, actually. We haven't done any of that, so we don't have to really worry about hunting. We have plenty of meat to feed us and our crew. So technically we could just jump forward and I mean, it's taking away from any like surprise encounters or anything, but we're going to get into that when we get over there. So let's just roll on the daytime encounter when we wake up this morning, and we're gonna fast track it over to shortest route. We're in 135, so it'll be 1, 2, 3. It's the same either way. Looks like the narrowest jump there is 142. So we'll fast track over to 142, but we'll roll on the daytime encounter, and maybe we'll do a hunt as we're on our way over, and then we'll just see what happens. So yeah, let's do our daytime encounter. Oh, that's not a D20. It's 2 D12s. Huh. Okay, this is interesting. See a golden eagle. That could be a good sign, assuming it doesn't swoop down and kill us. I mean, it's in the best area as a combatant. So I guess as we're making our way back towards the river, we will encounter a golden eagle. So let's do some combat here. As we know, in initiative, I'll roll a d6, and on a 1 through 3, the enemy goes first. On a 4 through 6, Einar goes first. So let's just we'll roll it in chat so it's out there. Two. So the golden eagle goes first. So it will swoop down, and I'm gonna roll my chance cubes from Galaxy's Edge. If it comes up red, it will attack Einar. If it comes up blue, it will attack one of the other 3 of our party. Blue. So it attacks. I'm gonna say it attacks Einar. The bard type guy that is rather useless, hasn't proven himself to be of much use to anybody. All he does is talk. So Alright, so I'm gonna roll on the Golden Eagle attack, and this is his defense. So we need to beat a 14. Does not have armor. He does not have a weapon. So here we go. That is a 14 exactly. So this eagle swoops down and kind of takes a swipe with its talons at Anar, but misses somehow. And so we then pull up. We get out our bow. We have a bow, and also Joran and Griff both have bows. So we're going to be doing some archery combat. So okay, so Anar will go first. So let's roll our attack here. With the bow, it is presence, and we're getting a +3 to that at the moment. So that is a 16 to hit, which beats its 14. So that is a D6 +1 because we're in a cold region. So D6 of damage +1. That is 3 points of damage. It only has 5 hit points, so that's it's severely wounded. So Joran will go next. Yeah, that's a miss. Griff will go next. That is a 17, so that will be a hit. And their bow is a D6. So Griff fires his bow. Joran shoots and misses, and then Griff fires and hits, and it falls. I want to say we would just skip the. It says it's tough, gamey meat, but it's worth 2 meals. So in a pinch, that could come in handy. It has nothing about their feathers or anything, so I don't. I mean, it seems like a golden eagle's feathers would be kind of valuable, but if it's nothing is listed for them, so. Oh, I forgot his armor soak. Let me do that. So he soaked 1, 2. So that was enough. It was still enough to kill him. So yeah, we'll track it down and take the 2 meals of eagle meat. Just because, I mean, it's like I said, we have plenty of food at the moment, but you can never be too safe. Oh, I didn't think about that before we left. We would have need to eat. So that would be 4 meals. We have 8 meals of pork, so we'll just take 4 of those off. And now we're down to 4 meals. Okay. Hey, Film Gamer Party, thank you for the raid. I saw you were doing your Wild Sea setup tonight. How did it go, Sharon? I hope everything went well. But thank you for joining us. By the way, for anybody following us there, if you're not following Film Gamer Party, you're living wrong. You should totally be following them and taking part in their streams. They are fantastic. We've done a lot of gaming with them, and they're some of my personal favorite people. Here is a link to their Twitch channel. Their Discord server is also a really good group of people. All right, so like I said, we're going to just I mean, we could do a hunt, I guess, just to see what happens if something cool comes up. So that'll be a D20. So we will roll. Oof, that is a 1. So that comes up reindeer. Man, I don't know. Hey, let's let the chance cubes decide. Red, we attack it. Blue, we don't. We just head on towards the river. Because a reindeer is just a couple steps down from an elk or a moose, and we all know how dangerous those things are. Blue, so we're going to move along. We see a reindeer. We have a chance to take it. Maybe Griff or Jorn one, like draw their bow and start to go after it. But Einar tells them to hold. We have plenty of meat. We're good for at the moment. And like I said, we're just going to fast track. We're going to get on over here to 142. And we'll just pick it up from there instead of doing several days of travel time. So, a bend in the river leading north and west. A dense forest begins to the east. See a boat making the trip up and down the river each day. Roll a d12. That is a 9. You're only supposed to do this this special event on a 1, but we're going to go ahead and do it because it's here in this hex. So we're just going to go ahead and do this this event since we're here. We came across the river. So let's see what we get into. We see a horse in the river. It appears to be in distress, but we think we can rescue it. If we attempt to rescue the horse, we need to make a strength test and a presence test. We can add favor to only one of them. So, so there's a horse in the river, struggling, trying to trying to get out of the water. I don't think Einar would. Like, we have a choice. We don't have to try to rescue it. We can just let it go. But I don't think Einar would leave a good horse in the river, especially if it's in distress. So we're going to do our strength test. We'll start there. And we need to beat a 15. Okay, so we failed the strength test. So we need to beat a 14 presence check. We've got a +3 in that. All right, we got the presence check. So yeah, I don't want to. I rolled low enough on the strength test. I don't want to try and do the favor bonus. So we wade into the fast-moving water to rescue the horse. With a panicked look in its eyes, it backs further away from you as you step closer. So we succeeded on the presence check, and as we approach, it briefly shimmers before you, revealing itself as a shapeshifter, the Brook Horse. But we failed our strength check, so the current is too strong, and it's going to pull us 1 hex downriver. We need to roll a toughness check to avoid drowning. Okay, got it. So so I guess we don't get anything, like it drags us downriver. So we step into the river here and it drags us down the river down to 151. And our 3 companions come running down the coast, and this horse seems to just kind of shimmer and move on about its business. If we had passed both those tests, we would have gotten some really good bonuses. But we only passed one, so. But we're down into what is it? 151 now. May not be a bad thing. River flows east to west. No. Okay, yeah, we went the right way. River flows east to west here. There's dense forest to the southwest. A number of the trees near the edge of the forest appear to have been gnawed on or cut down. Roll a d4. That is a 4. There's not an option for 4. There's only an option for 1, 2, or 3. It was a 3. We see 2d3 beavers by the river. So that would be 2 beavers by the river. We need to make a presence plus favor roll. So that is. Oh, that's a crit. So yeah, that's a 20 plus 3 plus another 3 for favor. So that's a 26. So they don't attack as Einar is clawing his way up out of the river onto the banks here into 133. The beavers are frightened by him and they scurry away. And we'll say our 3 partners, or 4, yeah, 3 partners, make their way across the river. They just leap over and swim as best they can. Einar maybe throws a rope or something, and so we're over into 133 now. Two rivers to the north become one river to the south. Okay, yep, this fork in the river. Numerous tracks, both human and animal, can be seen here. We'll get a +1 to hunting, foraging, and fishing. So, while we're here, we should go ahead and do the fishing. And maybe, like, all 4 of us. Of course, Anar is useless and it's not going to be, so we'll just say the 3 of us. We'll try some fishing while we're right here by the water. And find, there's a chart for hunting, but I don't know if that is the same as fishing. Fishing. Any hex with water may be fished if you have the proper gear. Make a D12 presence test. Fish may be eaten as meals or traded like they are meat and fur. So yeah, I think when we met Griff and Joran, they were fishing. So they have fishing gear. I don't. Einar doesn't have fishing gear. So maybe we'll just let Griff and Joran fish, and then Einar will go hunting. So we need to beat a 12 on our presence check, and their presence. They don't have. So yeah, I guess we just need to beat a 12. All right, that's a 12. Joran catches a fish. That's a 13. Griff catches a fish. So we have 2 meals of fish. All right, make note of that. And I'm going to say Einar goes hunting. He tells Anar to stay at camp and make a fire or something. make himself useful in some way. And we're gonna roll a d20 on our hunting. I think we're still in the cold. Yeah, we're still in the cold zone. That is a 14. Ugh. So he comes up on a wolverine. So let's roll a d6 here in the chat to get our initiative. Oh, left the one out. So that is a 3. I think that means the Wolverine goes first. Yeah, on a 1 through 3, the Wolverine goes first. All right, so we're hunting this thing, and it gets the jump on us. We don't see it. We're tracking it, but it apparently looped around and is coming up on us. So we're going to roll for its attack. That beats its defense roll, so yeah, you should have, Jenna. Sorry, I assumed you guys were doing birthday shenanigans, so I just jumped on in. But yeah, we could have. We're headed east instead of north, though, so we're kind of getting out of the that territory I was telling you about. But we're fighting a Wolverine. And it just attacked us and missed. So Einar is going to swing his axe at the thing. That is a hit. That's a 14 for a hit. And with the axe, we do a D8 plus 1 because we're in a cold region. Oh, come on. 2. Rolled a 1 on a D8. So that is 2 points of damage. So the Wolverine is going to attack again. Need to beat a 12. That is a 14, so we beat its, so it attacks us again, but we dodged his attack. Oh, and its armor. It's got a D2 for its furs. So I hit it, but its fur, his armor soaked all of that damage, so it doesn't have any, it didn't take any damage. But Einar is going to attack again. That is an 18 on the die, which makes it a 21 to hit, which is by far a hit, but not a crit. We didn't roll 20, so it's not a crit. So again, with a D8 plus 1. Oh, come on. That is a 3. Let's see what its soak is. Alright, so it takes 2 points of damage. on that. So it is down to 7 hit points. So it attacks Einar again. And we roll a 13, which beats its roll. So yeah, it's apparently this Wolverine is not. Maybe it's a young Wolverine, not the most skilled Wolverine on the river here. But Einar, that is a 4 or a 7, so that Einar misses that one. So we roll, and the Wolverine misses again. Einar rolls a 12, which makes that a 15, so that is a hit. Maybe we can roll something higher than a 2 on a D8. That is a 1. We're swapping D8s, people. And it soaked both of them, so it is still at 7 hit points. I need to find a new D8. Break out my gemstones. Put that in there. All right. Get back to the Wolverine page. All right. So now we roll for its attack. That is a 7. Do we add it? We do not. So that's a hit. So it finally gets us. It gets us with its bite. So that is 1d6 for its bite. That's 3 points of damage. But we have the rune bear skin. So we soak 1d4 plus 1. That is a 2 plus 1, so that's 3. So we soak all of that damage. So Einar doesn't take any hit point damage, and he attacks with his axe. Ah, so close. We're right on the edge of that crit. That's a 19, so 22 to hit. So a D8. We're gonna break out our gemstone D8. This is the first set of Norse Foundry dice I got. I won them on Instagram, and that started my relationship with Norse Foundry. A great company. I love their dice. So yes, that is a 5 plus 1, so that's 6 points of damage. So best it can do is soak in 2. And it only soaks 1, so that is 5 points of damage. It was at 7, so it is at 2 points of health now. So let's give. Oh, it got us again. It's gonna get another attack in, so that is 3 points of damage. And Einar soaks, it's 1d4 plus 1. So 2. So we take 1 point of damage there. Which we fast tracked like 3 days, so I'm assuming we would be at full health, and so that'll put us at 18, which is where we were already at. So I'm just going to leave that where it's at. And Einar attacks. That is a 9. And that does not hit its defense. So That is a miss. Einar swings his axe and misses. And so we're back to its turn. That is a 3, so it misses on its bite. Oof. Einar rolls a 1. Let's get back to that's bad news. Oh no. Okay. No, he's attacking. Okay, yes. Einar was attacking, not defending. This is what got me messed up with the moose. I should have, when I rolled a 1 on its attack, that means it failed, not Einar. And I got that mixed up. He almost killed me, and I was doing it incorrectly. But I was attacking there, if I'm not mistaken. So, oh, come on. Oh, that sucks. Man, rolling a 1 is not good. This is crazy. Okay, so when you're attacking and you roll a 1, you flip a coin. If we do heads, we're broken, and if we get tails, we lose our weapon. And broken is down. So I've got one of my coins here. We're gonna say the Morfate is heads, and the quote is tails. I'm not sure which will be better. So let's tails. So that means we lose our weapon. We lose our axe. We still have our bow, and we can always do unarmed attacks, but somehow this Wolverine knocks our axe out of our hand, and we lose it. At least for the duration of this fight. We'll roll the chance cubes at the end of this fight to see if we can find it. But yeah, that sucks, man. That fumbles in this. That's heavy duty, man. Because if you're broken, you're reduced to 0 hit points. You're alive but considered broken. This could still be fatal. Roll a d4 and consult the broken table. Some monsters may continue attacking you in this state, while others will lose interest. So yeah, that's we would roll on this d4 table, and I mean, broken could have been even worse than losing the weapon. Yeah, that's whew. So we'll go back to the Wolverine. That's a 19 on the die, so that is a miss. And so Einar is going to take a step back and draw his bow. And that is a 20. That's 17 on the die for a 20. So that is a hit. And with the bow, we do a d6 plus 1. 6. So that's 7 points of damage. And the best it can do is soak 2. So it's gone. So we kill it. So we get get 3 meals of Wolverine meat. And a pelt. We already have 1 pelt, so now we have 2. So now we've got 50 silver points, and we're gonna say Wolverine 3 meals. Yeah, that wasn't good. Maybe Einar shouldn't be going out into the woods by himself. But he, well, let's see if we find our axe. I'm gonna roll my my Galaxy's Edge chance cubes. If they come up blue, we find our axe. Couldn't have gone too far, but it could have gotten, like, it could have fallen into a hole or under some leaves. Might be hard to find. So comes up blue, we find it. Comes up red, we don't. Red. So we lose our axe. Man, that sucks. That sucks. We've got to find... I'm just going to erase it off the sheet. So now we just have the bow. We've got to find that that merchant and buy a new axe. That was our father's axe. That when they kicked us out of the village, that friend of my father's gave it to me just so I would have something to get through. Man, that is... Okay, so we make it back to camp, and we have 3 meals of Wolverine meat and 2 fish. So again, got plenty of food, and we will bed down for the evening and camp. So we'll take a quick break, but before we do, let's go ahead and roll on our nighttime encounters. And Obelisk, I see you there in chat. Thank you for joining us. If you would like to roll on our encounter chart here, give me a exclamation mark. Yeah. Give me an exclamation mark 2d6. I think it'll roll 2. It may only roll 1 though. If it only rolls 1, I'll roll 1 here. Yeah, it won't roll 2. Give me a 1. Give me an exclamation mark 1d6, and I'll roll the second one. I rolled a 3. A 1, so that is a 4. So, okay, this is interesting. We hear strange music. It sounds like whatever you imagine fairy music must sound like. When you awake the next morning, you discover D3 meals and 5 silver pieces are missing. So Let's do. All right, so one meal is missing. Uh, we'll just say it's one of the fish. And 5 silver. That sucks. Not like we're loaded. And now we've got to buy a new axe. Yeah, that's the first time that's the strange music has come up. That's kind of cool. I don't like losing meals and silver, but that's cool that that's in there. So we'll wake up the next morning and we'll continue west. We'll head into 123, but before we do that, we're going to take a quick break. I need to grab a drink really quick, and we'll be right back. I'll literally be back in 30 seconds. Don't go anywhere. Hang out with me, and we'll be right back. Okay, thank you for sticking around. Jenna, you haven't missed just a horrible a lot. We decided to fast track a little bit. We decided to go west and check out this western side of the map on the other side of the river because that was an area we haven't explored at all, and I kind of felt like Einar would be kind of familiar with this area we've been in. It's kind of why I can turn the music down a touch. Einar would be familiar with this area that we've kind of been in, and maybe that's why he's kind of been just sticking to that part of the map. But instead of playing through 5 days of travel time, we fast-tracked it and did one encounter and one hunt. And when we got to the river, there was a brook horse there. There was a horse in the middle of the river struggling to get out. Einar tried to rescue it, but the current grabbed him and swept him downriver a hex. And so we climbed up. Let me go to the map. We climbed up here. We were in the river down here in 151, and we climbed up onto the bank here into 133. And Griffin Joran did some fishing, and Einar went hunting and had a combat with a wolverine. And that's where we find ourselves. And during the night, we heard strange music and woke up to we've been robbed. But we're going to continue our way west and we're going to head into 123 right here. Is that better, Jenna? Is the music better where it's at now? It's hard for me to judge. I think the music is perfect and everything is set right, and then when I upload it to YouTube and I go to listen to it, I can't hear the music at all. So I've been trying to kind of pump the music a bit, but yeah, robbed and nearly drowning. It was close. It was a die roll away from that. Could have killed us if we hadn't passed our check. We could have drowned in that encounter. So we got lucky. So we are in 123. Pockets of trees dot the landscape here. A river runs both north and south of me. We see tracks, which gives us a +1 to hunting. But before we do that, we will do our daytime encounter, moving into a new hex. So, one of you, Obelisk or Jenna, one of you there, give me a D12 roll. I'll roll the second D12. Because for some reason, Nightbot won't let you roll 2. One D12. You gotta add the 1. 12. Ah, come on. That's what we did last time. I'm gonna roll again. Okay. I don't want to. That was a golden eagle. I don't want to fight another golden eagle. So in this case, we come up upon a snow fox. So, okay, it's under fox. Fox. Not a snow fox in here. There's a white fox, but not a snow fox. I guess we'll call it. I mean, we'll go with white fox. That's weird. I wonder if that's a misprint. Or maybe it's something I need to be looking at. Well, it's not a special encounter. All right, we'll just go with white fox here in the bestiary. I mean, it's a small creature. The I mean, it literally says gamey meat, barely enough for one meal, and the fur is worth 12 silver points. Um, Pieces. I keep saying points. Pieces. Um, what do you think? Do we attack it and try to get it, or do we just let it go on about its business? It would be a pretty easy combat. It's not like it's going to take anybody out. I don't think it's really worth our time. I mean, of course, it's getting us. It would get us more towards towards a new level up. We probably need to do a level up. We'll do it at the end of this session tonight. We'll before we shut it down for the night, we'll do a level up. What do you think? Do we want to attack this snow fox? Well, this isn't hunting. This is just our daytime encounter. We weren't going hunting for this. It just we were walking through the woods and came upon a snow fox. So we still haven't gone hunting yet. And the +1 for hunting is just to, like, there's a table for hunting, and you roll on that, and that tells you what you find. So this is just a normal encounter. We do not need the meat. We have we've got 4 meals worth of pork, 3 meals worth of wolverine, 9 meals worth of white bear, 8 meals worth of moose, 1 meal of fish, and 2 meals of eagle. So no, we don't need the meat. So yeah, we're gonna let this little dude slide. He gets to live for another day. He's not bothering anybody. He's just a little guy out in the woods doing little guy things. Excuse me. I almost had an overflow there. What is 123 is what we're at. So yeah, we do get a +1 to our hunting. We're no longer well, technically we're right there at the river on the north side of the hex. We're right at the river. I would say that's Banks. But I mean, we could roll a fishing check. We can have Joran and Griff do a fishing check and just see if they come up with something. I believe that was a presence roll. Yeah. One of you give me a D12, please. You'll roll for Joran, and I will roll for Griff. Griff got nothing. Joran got nothing. So they get up north to the river and try to get some fish, but they come back empty-handed. We make camp and settle in for the evening. One of you give me a D6, please. All right, so a 4. Okay, so a nighttime encounter. That gives us, we're gonna say, all right, so as as we're sleeping, we dream about our family. We dream about Vilka and Berg. Vilka is Einar's wife, and Berg is his son. Berg is the reason this whole thing kicked off. Berg got um, kind of got taken by the Jarl and forced to go into a raid, and didn't come back. We don't know if he survived or was killed, but he did not come back. And we went and confronted the Jarl and got kicked out of our village. That's what started this whole thing. But our wife Vilka was at our house in the village, and we don't know what happened to her. So as we sleep this night, we dream of Vilka and Berg. So now we can go 114. We can head northwest or southwest. 114 or 132. Let's go 114. Because we're wanting to explore this area. And, like, I feel like he would want to head north. He feels like that would be, like, the village is over here. So, if he gets up into these mountains, he would be kind of getting away from the village a little bit, but still being able to explore. So we'll go to 114. A grass-covered plain stretches on to the horizon. In the sky, you see carrion birds circling nearby. Roll a d4. Boom. Okay, that's a 1. So we find the face-down remains of a recently killed hunter with a spear protruding from his back. Upon closer examination, you recognize them from your home village. If you pass a presence test, you feel the killer was likely a Draugr. So, Einar's presence, we get a +3 to that. Do we need to beat 14? All right, that's an 18 on the die. So yeah, so this is a guy from our village. Whether he was hunting us or just out hunting, who knows? But it looks like a Draugr killed him. But hey, we got a spear, yo. And seeing as how we just lost our axe in a senseless Wolverine incident, how is the spear not in the... there's not a spear in the list of things you can own, but like there's a spear in his back. I'm not leaving it there. We'll just say it's an axe. He's got an axe stuck in his back. So hey, we got another axe. And I gotta redo my character sheet because I erased my axe. And we get a D4 silver pieces. So one of you there in chat, give me a D4. Maybe this will make up for that robbery we experienced the other night. 2. It almost makes up for it. That brings us up to 15 silver pieces. Okay, so now we can honor the dead. We can leave one meal or me and chant or sing them into the afterlife. And we will earn 1 favor point or 2 favor points if we leave the 3 silver. I am still using a paper character sheet, just so I don't have to swap windows. But yes, you did send a character sheet that is form fillable, and I actually have it filled out. But I don't want to have to swap windows and mess around, so I'm still using a paper sheet. I'm old school, Jenna. I'm an old man. Leave me alone. Get off my lawn. I don't think we're going to leave the silver pieces. We need those. But we will leave a meal. There's no reason we wouldn't do that. So Einar, Griff, and Joran will do a Viking chant and sing this guy into the afterlife. What would be this guy's name? We know him. We recognize him from the village. So what can we call him? We're gonna leave the meal of fish. We only have one of those, so we'll just take that off. We will call him, okay, yeah, Bjorn. That works. So this is Bjorn from our village. Tell you what, just for fun, we're gonna break out the chance cubes again. If it's blue, Bjorn was a friend. If it's red, Bjorn was either somebody we didn't get along with or were indifferent to. But that will change our response. It's blue, so he was actually a friend. So yeah, Einar knows this guy and was close with him. And maybe Bjorn was out here looking for Einar. After they kicked him out of the village, maybe he came down this way because when they kicked us out of the village, if I remember correctly, they rode us down into this area, 107, 10, like 99. So, not knowing what direction we would go in, we went south. Maybe Bjorn figured we would go west to explore this area, and came over here and got attacked by a Draugr. Yeah, that sucks. But there it is. We not only did we lose our axe, but now somebody that we're close with has died. Whether or not, I mean, maybe the Jarl sent him down here to look for us. Maybe it's the Jarl's fault. We don't know. Maybe we'll find out when we head back north and get back to our village. Maybe we need to get revenge for Berg, and maybe we'll get revenge for Bjorn as well. So that was just getting into that square. So we haven't or that hex. What was it? 114. Oh, we did earn a point of favor. We're maxed out on favor anyway. Because I forget that that's a meta currency in the game and I can spend it to bump my rolls. I always forget it and don't do it. So it's been maxed out for weeks and weeks. But we need to roll on, we did a daytime. We didn't do a daytime encounter. That was just entering the hex. Oh no, we did do a daytime encounter. So we will so we're no longer bordering on water, so there's no fishing. We can go hunting if we would like to, but I don't think there's really much point. We've got plenty of meat. What I need is a merchant. And I think that is a... There's got to be a, is that a encounter rule? Yeah, Wandering Merchant. There's a 15 on the daytime encounter. Okay, yeah, so that's what I need is a merchant. But man, that sucks that you have to actually roll, but then like you would have to just bump into the guy, so I guess it makes sense. But I need to clean up this character sheet, man. I need to get rid of all this crap. I mean, like, we're loaded down. Tell you what I'm going to do. Just because I want to get rid of all this crap. And it's a tradition here on our channel. I bought these Star Wars chance cubes at Disney World in Galaxy's Edge, and I like to sneak them in. I saw Star Wars dice, and it didn't matter what they cost. I felt obligated to purchase them. So I now try to sneak them into whatever game I can, and we've rolled them a bunch tonight. But blue, we bump into a merchant. Red, we don't. How does cameras work? Blue. All right, so we bump into a merchant. That means we can sell all of this stuff. But if we want to be true to the game, to that. NPCs reactions. Some encounters will tell you what to expect if unknown. Roll on the below table. Using 2d6 plus our favor, which our favor is currently at 3. So give me a d6 and I'll roll the second. I got a 4. Give me something other than a 2. 5. All right, so he's indifferent, but we bump into a traveling merchant who is indifferent, and he's just going about his business, doing his thing. But all right, I'm gonna have to get a calculator to add all of this up. Let me get my phone. So we have 32 silver pieces of white bear skin, 12 silver pieces of boar hide, 50 silver pieces of wolverine pelt, 2 silver pieces of snake skin, 12 silver pieces of large bear skin, and that is it. So that is 108 silver pieces, which brings us to 123. Question is, does he have anything that we want to buy? I think we're good on armor. We've got the rune bear skin. We found an axe in Bjorn's back, so we have our axe again. But we could buy sword. We could buy fishing gear, so we would be able to fish along with Bjorn and Griff. Really, the only thing, I mean, with an axe, you get a D8 of damage, and with a sword, you get a D6, so that's not going to do us any good. We already have a bow and arrows, so we don't need that. So, yeah, I don't think we need anything at the moment. I mean, I guess we could buy fishing gear just so we would have it. We could buy a healer kit. Man, healer kits are expensive. Yeah, let's buy fishing gear. That way we can fish as well. That's 2 silver pieces. And a healer kit heals bleeding and 2d6 hit points. And it's a presence roll for how many uses we get. So that's going to be 17 silver pieces. That will drop us down to 106. And erase all of these pelts. I need to print a new character sheet. This thing is about to completely fall apart. Because I've erased so much off of it. Oh, we could sell these antlers. We have antlers from a moose. So that brings us back up to 129. Let's make a note. So we bought fishing gear. And a healer's kit. Both of those will come in handy, I believe. All right. So that's good. We will make camp. Give me a D6. You know, our obelisk there. Why don't you give me a D6? I got a 3. All right, so that's a 6 on our nighttime encounter. Again, we dream of family. Apparently, Vilka and Bird are weighing heavily. Maybe seeing Bjorn again. Maybe finding Bjorn's corpse kind of hit us a little bit and making us think of home. So, I feel like I want to head north. What do you think? We're going into 104 or 122. So, we can start making our way north into this mountains area and see what we can find, or we can kind of head south and explore this western side of the river, but I kind of want to head north. Does that sound good to you guys? If we do that, we'll be going out of the cold region and back into the freezing region. which that gives us I know being in the cold region, we get a bonus. I think we still get the bonus because why would we not? If we get a bonus in the cold region, we should get it in the freezing region as well. I'll look that up before next session, but for now we're gonna say we continue getting our bonus. There's a couple more like major encounters. That's why I was telling you, Jenna, in our chat, if you had joined me, if we had been able to make that work tonight, we would have gone after the Rune Wolf, and like much like with the bear, I got that awesome his skin for my armor. With the Rune Wolf, you get a tooth or a knife, like you get this weapon. I kind of want to get some more of those locked down, and I can do those solo. But I just thought it'd be fun to have you join us for us to bump back into each other, and you be hunting that wolf. And yeah, no worries. It's not a problem. We can do it. We can do it later. It's in this area where it happens. The Rune Wolf is in this northern area, so we can do it next time I run this. So yeah, it's fine. No worries. But I do feel like we're gonna head north. So we're gonna go up into 104. You've reached the end of the snow, or the beginning, depending on your perspective. The ground is soft and muddy here. As you walk through the tall grass, you hear small creatures scurrying away ahead of you. There's a man here, staring off into the distance. You meet this man looking north determinedly and muttering to himself in an effort to build up his confidence. He nods shyly at you, but does not approach. If we approach him, he perks up and excitedly tells us that he desperately needs a white bear skin. We just sold a white bear skin. We literally just sold a white bear. White bear skin to present to his future wife, but he is too nervous to hunt one himself. He offers to pay you handsomely for a really, quote unquote, really big one. So this is a quest. We can return here within 7 days with a white bear skin. And we get a cool reward, an amulet. I can't believe we literally just sold a white bear skin. And it was a large white bear skin. That thing almost killed us. Crap. Crap. That's what I get for messing around with my chance cubes. But yeah, we'll take that quest. We'll hunt a white bear and see if we can I mean, we've killed one before. We'll kill one again. And yeah, speaking of that, we can roll on. It's not extreme cold. We're in freezing, so give me a D8. One. So that is a 4, which is a Wolverine. I've already fought a Wolverine tonight. I don't know that I want to try to fight another one. So I'm going to re-roll that. See if we can't get something more exciting. Nope, that's the exact same roll. I tell you what, Jenna rolled a 1. Obelisk, give me a D8 roll, please. Maybe you can do better than Jenna did. Go ahead and try again, Obelisk. I'll let you roll this one, and that will decide our daytime encounter. So that is an 8. So again, we come upon a frozen corpse. This one we don't recognize. We don't know, but it is. This one looks like it's been attacked by an animal of some kind, possibly a white bear. So let's do some hunting. One of you give me a D20. Maybe you'll roll better than I did. Or I have been all night. If you roll a 19, it's a white bear. A 4. That's a brown bear. Oh, crap. We found a bear, but it's the wrong color. Yeah, let's, we can go ahead and, we'll go ahead and try to take out this brown bear, and that'll probably be it for the evening. Let me get back here to the bear. Brown bear. Oof. Okay, this thing is a... oh man, this thing is a monster. Okay. Give me a D6 for initiative. 1 through 3, the bear goes first. If it's a 4 through 6, we go first. Yes, we go first. That is good news. All right. So Einar is going to draw his bow. We see this big, large brown bear from a distance. Let me down here. So this is what we're looking at. Large brown bear. But we get to go first. So Einar is going to roll with his bow. That is an 8. So an 11. That does not hit. He misses. Griff will roll. He misses. Joran will roll. That is a 14. That hits. Joran hits him. And with the bow, that is a D6. That is 4 points of damage, and it soaks a D2. So it soaks 1 point of damage, so it takes 3 points of damage. That makes it the bear's turn. It is going to run over and attack our heroes. I'm going to give it a die roll to see who it attacks. 1 to 2, it's Einar. 2 to 3, or 3 to 4, Joran. 5 to 6. It is Joran. It attacks. So going to roll. Ooh. That is a hit. For D6. Okay, only 1 point of damage with a claw. And they are wearing fur armor. So the minimum they can roll is 1, so his armor soaks it. So that brings us back to Einar. All right, that is a hit. With his bow. 3 points of damage, and the bear soaks 2. So another 1 point of damage. So now that is 4 points of damage total it is taken. Jorn will attack. All right, cool. That is a hit. 6 points of damage. Actually 7 points of damage with the bonus. Rolled a 6 on a die. So let's see what the armor soak is. 1 point of armor, so 6. So it is down to 4 hit points. Griff will attack. That is an 18 on the die, which is a hit. 4 points of damage. Soaks 2, so it only takes 2 points. That brings it down to 2 hit points left. So they've almost killed it, but now it is the bear's turn. It is going to give me a D6 roll. Somebody, I'll decide who it's going to attack. It attacks Einar. It attacks our hero. All right. So let's roll on that. Ooh, and we roll a 2. So that means it's a hit. We're gonna say it's trying to claw Einar. And that does. Yeah, maybe the sight of us wearing our rune bear armor kind of sets it off. It sees us wearing this bear skin for armor, and it pisses him off. He does 4 points of damage, but the bear skin gives us a D4 plus 1. So roll my D4. All right, that is a 3 plus 1, so 4. So we don't take any damage. Einar is going to break out his brand new axe that he pulled out of Bjorn's back. But he rolls a 3, so that is a miss. Joran, natural 20. That is a crit roll, and I think that means we do extra damage. If we're attacking, we do 2 times damage on the opponent. Do this before applying their armor die. Also, their armor is damaged and they are wounded. So I think with the 2 times damage, well, we can do all right, so that's 12 points of damage. It only had 4 left. No matter what it soaks, that kills it. So we take out a brown bear, and we now have a brown bear skin, which is worth a measly 6 silver points. Points. Why do I keep saying points? Pieces. 6 silver pieces. Bear meat is fatty but good. And we get a D3 plus 2. So give me a D6 again. Two on a D3, that would be 1 plus 2, so 3 days, 3 meals. 3 meals of bear meat. And we've got the skin already loaded in. All right, so that doesn't do us any good with our quest to get a white bear, but that's I mean, still pretty cool that we were able to get a bear and make that happen. That was our hunting for the day. So we will bed down for the evening. So let's do our nighttime encounters before we call it a night. We'll do a level up before we yeah. And that's the thing, we don't have a horse or a mule or anything. We're literally carrying all this stuff on our back. But we've got 3 guys with us. We've got 3 NPCs that are traveling with us, so they're helping carry. Give me a D6 again, and we'll see what we get for our nighttime encounter. I got a 4. Five. Wow. Okay. 4, 5. All right. So during the night, 9 reindeer passed by. 3d4 reindeer wander past our camp. There's no way we're going to attack 9 reindeer. So we let them go by in peace. There's no reason to. We've got plenty of meat. Oh well, we need to. Speaking of that, we need to eat. So that's 4 meals. We have 4 meals of pork. So I'll go ahead and take that off of the list here. We've been carrying that pig meat around for a while now too. It's probably getting a little past its prime. All right. So yeah, that'll be our nighttime encounter for the evening. Next time we come back, we will start making our way further north. We'll either go into 86 or 95 hex. If Jenna is available to join me, we'll go after this rune wolf. Maybe Kabira has been hunting this wolf, and we will help her take care of it, just like we did the rune bear. But before we do that, let's do a level up. Just because it's been, I don't know how many sessions it's been since we did an advancement. And in this game, you don't really level up, but you just get better. Or well, it's a die roll, depending on what you roll. So, okay. So, first things first, I want to roll this. I need to roll 10d6, and I don't want to just sit here and roll 10. I'm gonna open up Discord. I'm gonna roll 10d6. Alright, that is a 34. And if that is equal to or higher than our max HP, we increase our max HP by D6. Our max HP is a 19, so yeah, that beats our max HP. So give me a D6 roll, and that will be how many hit points we advance up. All right, 3. That brings us to a max of 22. Not too shabby. Here again, we're trying to get to a point where we can get after go back to our village and get our revenge. So every little bit helps. All of this XP and hit points and everything, that all builds back up. So now with our advancement, we test each ability. We roll a d6 for all 4 abilities. If the result is equal to or higher than the ability, we increase it by 1. However, if it's lower, we reduce it by 1. So, okay. So, I'm gonna let you roll the agility roll. We'll swap it back and forth. So, give me another d6. Okay, so that is an advance. Our agility goes up by 1. I will roll on our presence, which is what we roll for our ranged attacks, bows and such. All right, so here we go. That is a 5, which beats our current, so that goes up by 1. All right, give me another d6. You can roll on our strength. Oof. That is under. So we lose a point in strength. That's what we need for our axe. I will roll on toughness. That is a 1 point above what I've got, so we advance in toughness. Which is a good thing. So we got a bunch of hit points. We lost a point of strength, which is not the best in the world, but we advanced agility, presence, and toughness. We've been relying on the bow more. It seems like here lately. Anyway, maybe this new axe that we found, like it's not our our father's axe, so we're not. Maybe we're not exactly excited about this this new axe, and we're kind of more focused on the bow. But yeah, that's where we'll call it for the evening. Or well, I guess we could do a nighttime encounter. That way, it's done. And when we come back, we can just start with our we can just pick up at the next morning. So give me a d6. I rolled a 3. A 1. All right, so a 4. Nothing happens. So we're good. Everything's good. We're still good. So yeah, we make it through the evening. Nothing. We don't come up on Frigidaire dryer parts. Maybe you need a new dryer, Jenna. I need a new AC. I know that. My AC is struggling hard to keep up with this Memphis heat. But yeah, that is. I think that's where we're going to call it for the evening. It's yeah, it's straight up 10 o'clock. So we'll go ahead and shut it down here. A lot of story went down here. We got some we got a lot of stuff came up this evening, and pretty cool. So we will I don't know when we'll pick this back up. It may be next week. I'm not sure what Kevin's plans are for Traveler. We do have we're working on a new game of Traveler, which is a science fiction kind of hardcore sci-fi game that has been around for a long time, but this will be our first time running it here on the channel. I will be playing in it. Jenna's playing in it. Tim and Chad are playing in it, and Kevin is going to run it for us. And I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be a good time. We haven't locked down when that's going to start. So if we don't start that in the next, like if he's not ready by a week from tonight, I'll probably be back here with more of Kinless, and we will explore further north. Either way, there will be something happening here on the channel on Sunday night. We'll either be kicking off our Traveler game, or I'll be back here with this, or I'll be back here with something. If I can get players, I will always have something going on here. If you would like to join us on our Discord server, and if you're interested in playing some games with us, you can join us there. We always love to have new people come in and join us, and it's a nice little community we've built. We enjoy talking about games and playing new systems and trying systems out. So, and if you're a GM and you want to try a new system, you'll find a welcoming group of players that you can bounce ideas off of and work with. We're all pretty much all of us are experienced players, so but we love having new people join us. So you can join us there. You can also catch us on our YouTube channel. All of our streams are uploaded to YouTube next morning, so this game will be in on our YouTube channel tomorrow morning, and you can check that out there. But yeah, other than that, thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you to Film Gamer Party for the raid. Thank you, Obelisk and Jenna, for hanging out with me and rolling some dice with me this evening. And let's see if there's anybody going right now that we can raid. Doesn't look like there is. At least not at the moment. So yeah, we'll just I think we'll just call it an evening. So yeah, thank you for joining me, and we will see you next Sunday night, a week from tonight, for either more Kinless or the beginning of Traveler or something else, depending on what we get going. But we'll have something happening. So I hope you have a fantastic week, and we will see you next time. Good night, everybody.